Yeah, he doesn't have enough like muscle in him to be strong safety, in my opinion.
Tonight, from Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL.
I forgot to change the uniforms. We're playing Black Unis again. High school.
Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Tevin only went to Ohio State, I think.
And he brings us out past the
I swear he only went to Ohio State, and yeah.
Throwing on first down. Samuel, throw over the middle. He finds Williams. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 5 catches, 94 yards, and a score.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 defense in the NFL.
I'm not afraid of Austin Samuel running.
The latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Oh my gosh, I was going to sack Austin Samuel.
May need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed.
Who's that Saints coach?
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. You look at this Steeler defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step
Walter
up.
Payton. Oh, Barry Sanders.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt.
Wide receiver.
Here comes the Saints punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening
Jerry
drive
Rice,
of the
Randy
game.
Moss, Calvin Johnson.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Tight end, Rob Gronkowski. Offensive line, I'll let you make those decisions.
Drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 94 yards.
And he's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run. So now you've got to think offensive strategy, maybe a little more play action.
Jason Kelce.
Find some people open downfield.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I swear there's like an old Browns offensive tackle.
Oh, he's got some breathing room.
Like from the 80s or 90s.
Before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
Packers bias, but I'm not thinking of any other ones.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be...
Yeah, it's not going to make a difference against us, but...
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from April's draft.
Of course, we get a 48-yard rushing touchdown and called back.
Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So
offensive guards, I don't think you're going to get me to name one.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
They run the counter. Dickens.
Let me go to ChatGPT and ask for give me the greatest lineup of all time. see. Brady, Jim Brown. No, I prefer Barry Sanders. Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Calvin Johnson. Boom. Rob Gronkowski. Boom. Anthony Munoz for offensive tackle. Here we go. Offensive tackles. John Hanna and Larry Allen. Yeah. What team did Anthony Munoz play for? Is that the Browns? Oh, it's the Bengals. I swear to you, Lawrence Taylor's an edge rusher. He's not? Here's a linebacker in Belichick system, so yeah, he's an edge rusher. Lawrence Taylor, and then is Reggie White? Reggie White's at the end, but he's also an edge rusher. No, in a 4-3, he'd be a defensive end, and in a 3-4, it'd be an outside linebacker. Yeah. J.J. Watt and Aaron Donald. I know J.J. Watt's technically a right end in every system, but yeah, got to get him on lineup somehow. Ray Lewis. Here we go. Ray Lewis, Dick Butkus, and Brian Urlacher. Coach Prime. And what is it? Revis Island? The Jets? You can go ahead and put him. It doesn't matter either way. We're going to lose to them. Safety, Ed Reed. Yep. Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking. Kicker, Vinatieri. Punter says Ray Guy. I don't even know who that guy is.
At a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. They've certainly found their groove of late.
Get to the
Winners of
screen
5
and
in
see
a row.
And this team is
chat.
absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Saints, they were very strong last week in that win.
Devin Hester, and then Coach Bill Belichick.
The way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A 3-yard gain and enough for the first down. Up the middle they go. Dickens.
Sounds about right.
His way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They run the counter. Dickens. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. No score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second.
Screenshot that and put it in the Cousins group chat.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And he's going to take
Eric
it.
Pearsall.
Steeler touchdown.
Burns Dion's.
A great play there. His third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks get them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Low-key, he is basically like... When he played football, he basically was Deion Sanders. He's playing both sides.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And Hill will opt for the touchback. New Orleans Saints.
The Eric Pearsall, the rookie 8th grader, brings Deion Sanders on a go-route because Deion uttered.
Fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here comes third down and 7. Operating from the gun. Samuel, he finds his man Johnson. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A first down carry for Henry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
Come on, you're supposed to stop Calvin Johnson, Taryn.
Game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A handoff running left, Henry. And a powerful stiff arm, it frees him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They'll find Williams on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Williams being motioned left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense.
Touchdown, Saints! De'Ami Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's De'Ami Brown who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The most unrealistic part about that is that there's no way I would score that quickly and give Brady like 35 seconds or however much. I think it's actually like 22 or something. I would not give Brady 22 seconds. That's the most unrealistic thing about that. Not the fact that we would beat the Hall of Famers.
Wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 114 yards rushing on 12 carries.
I would never in a million years would I say that.
Personality, that's you, Charles Davis. To another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coach.
I don't think she'd be saying that either.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling
and happy.
Second and a
I think my quote after the game wouldn't be anything wholesome. It'd be like, hell yeah, we just beat the Legends. Let's fucking go.
Dickens, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22.
Who's the go now, Brady? Who's the go?
They'll run on first down. It's Rowe, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon.
Probably because that was the most unrealistic. Like that's when you kind of realize, okay, this isn't gonna be realistic at all.
Shy of the goal line at the 3. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
That's the realistic version.
Simply outclassed the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Tyler gets sacked first play, it doesn't get up.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in.
Oh, come on! Time out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. A final shot before half for Lance.
I swear, if that's a holding call,
for the moment, it's a
if that's a holding call, I think that pretty much secures us to have to, that forces us to kick field goal. Illegal man downfield, what are you doing? We're at the 2-yard line. What were you doing?
It's a tie ball game here heading to break.
What were you doing?
We'll send you down to Orlando. Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Well, the Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the giver. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens, and he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Here now, 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Dickens, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I just pressed for he actually scored 3.
183 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st down, Rowe. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. A handoff as they run the counter play. He's going to be marked down very close to the 1st down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal.
I still think that's a little unrealistic.
Yeah, he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and
let me pull this up. I told Vaughn, I sent Vaughn something on TikTok. It's like if you had a full game, do you think that you could if you had a full game, do you think you could get a completion in the NFL? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, full 4 quarters, I think I could get 1 completion. I think I would still throw more picks and sacks individually than completions, but I think I could sneak 1 out. That's with like an actual NFL team. I don't know if I'd actually be able to get a completion with our family.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
So, with the decent offensive line, you have 3 seconds to get the ball out. So that limits what you can do, especially with like our family. It's probably gonna be like bop bop, I'm sacked.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense.
So like I'd snap, turn my hips, and I'd probably be thrown out of a sack for a screen pass.
Like we're set up for a good second.
With an actual offensive line, maybe I could get a screen pass with like our family's receivers.
Well, bottom line
That's
they just saw the ball
that's
go
a
in the end
maybe.
zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field.
Only 126?
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first
On 11
downs.
carries, I'm
Give
pretty
the
sure he's getting
defense a chance to settle down
whatever
a little
11
bit
times
after they give up the
75 is.
touchdown.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Draw play. This is Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield.
That's a bit more accurate.
And now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
I would be bragging that we scored 10 points, that's for sure.
Operating from the gun, Samuel, and that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there?
I don't think
They forced him
Ashland's
to throw
saying that
one into
either.
Coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Let's take it on the 25.
I don't think I'd be saying we got humbled. I think before the game I'd be saying I'd be talking pretty humble before the game. So I don't think there's any humbling to be had there.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Oh, me and Ashley are probably the stars because I'm the quarterback and she's the only potential D1 athlete.
Rowe, and he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Did you put your dad on there?
It's Rowe.
Oh, yeah, he's a linebacker.
Shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 57 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
This Saints team's actually pretty good.
They'll run on 1st down.
Oh my gosh, you need to be a little bit faster, 54.
He takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another.
I'm gonna win. I have control of the game, but it's only 14-7 right now in the 4th.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rowe. And they're able to get this one past the 30.
I might have 200-yard rushes in this game.
Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Yes, I do.
Up the middle they go. Rowe. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. This drive's taking more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff up the middle. McMullen. And the Steelers are going to have what looks to be a 1st and goal as he'll take this down to the 10-yard line.
We're at the 2-minute warning. Field goal wins this game. This would be a kind of different game. So before halftime, my left tackle went illegally downfield at the 2-yard line. I don't know how that works. But because of the penalty, it took us to halftime, so I couldn't even kick a field goal.
With 1:57 to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play.
So
coming here,
I'd be pretty much
11.
it would be a 10-point game right now if it weren't for that.
Up the middle they go. It's Rowe. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Okay, Chris Boswell, I think this is like a 23-yard field goal.
As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps sort this one away. Boswell's kick is good, and they will move up by 10 now.
And it showed me my my play breakdowns for the game, like how many times I passed and how many times I ran.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back.
I've ran the ball 40 times and passed 0.
You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just
apparently not.
You need a chain of events.
Okay, that's a lie. I passed once, but there's that play I was talking about. That guy went legally downfield, so the play doesn't count. And even then, that was a play action.
Down by 10, just over a minute 40 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and they need to find 2 scores late.
And the only time I passed it didn't count.
On 1st and 10, Samuel, and this is intercepted.
Pretty close. And that's going to be game because we're just going to nail the ball now.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of
Austin Samuels, nice playing ya.
We'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee.
I think he was 6 for 8 with 1 interception.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
The Saints only got 1 touchdown this game, but I don't remember
and take the knee
what it
here,
was.
And the unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched
Trey
the
Lance
second
doesn't even
half
pop
shutout.
up on like the
Think
stat
about
sheet.
the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all
6
that would be the
completions
last
for
play of the
8
game?
No,
6
I-
completions,
what a
8 yards.
second half
He had
the adjustment, whatever they
70
did in the
yards
locker
passing,
room, it certainly
1
worked.
touchdown,
It
1
certainly
interception.
did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was
Sheldon
just
Dickens had 22
focus on
attempts
what
for
they planned to do
195 yards and
going
1
in, whether they
touchdown.
just played better,
Carlos Rose,
whatever
16
it
attempts for
was, it
84
all
yards
came
and 1
together in the second
touchdown.
half, and no
The Nate
points were
McMullen,
allowed.
2
That's a
attempts for
great way to
19 yards,
close
no
them out.
touchdowns.
So for Pittsburgh,
No.
they remain as hot as anyone.
I didn't even realize I hadn't even
6-0
passed the
now.
ball until like a little bit before that stat line popped up. I think I was supposed to give Ryan Burbank 100 yards this game too. Oh, yep. This is Ryan Burbank. Yeah, he's a little bit frustrated right now, but I'll put up with him because he at least actually does something for my team. Okay. That's so weird because if my overalls are in like the low 80s, I started like kind of panicking. Beanie Bishop. I don't want to overpay for you. Nick Herbig, I need you to come back. There's so many players to re-sign this season. I do not know. The other Herbig brothers starting this week against Baltimore. Yo, that's lit. I love the Herbigs. They're basically my version of, if I'm Bill Belichick, they're my version of the McCourties. Wait, low-key, now that I say that, why don't... What overall is Nate Herbig? Or Nick Herbig? Because I think, honestly, I could, I think I said... Not only did I run the ball, like, a gazillion times last game, I think I only ran the same 2 run plays for the most part. Oh, you're just a... I just paid you quite a bit of money. Highsmith, what does your contract look like? That's tempting, but I don't think we could pull that off. Well, I think we could pull it off. I just don't know if it'd be worth it. What team sucks this year? Oh, you don't. Fair warning, you don't have your first round pick this year again. I'm not trading with the Cowboys. Hmm. I think that trade goes through, actually. I don't know if I want to do this trade. Let me see who else I can trade with. Lions are no. Packers are a hell no. Oh, I'm not trading with the Ravens. Texans, maybe? What would the Packers have to offer? The Giants offers can be the best. We just traded Alex Highsmith. Yeah. He's almost 30 years old. He's trying to get a little bit younger. So this week, both of the Herbig brothers are starting. Harry Hayden, you need to start. Who? What? AJ Livingston's doing pretty good so far. I want Raekwon Clifford. I don't mind if McLean is my other kick returner. Third down back. Burbank. Okay. We're playing Lamar.
today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 7 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And it'll be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterback shake-off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
Oh, this isn't going to be the Ravens with Derrick Henry. That's
as you noted.
Gonna feel so nice.
No gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Play action. It's Jackson.
We got burnt there because I got stuck on a block.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Oh my gosh.
He is met in his
Why was it going after Lamar there?
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You look at this Steeler defense. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
They needed to be, because that
shady
game
guys underneath.
was a game you don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches.
Tackle him.
One play can make
Okay,
the difference.
we got ourselves to a 3rd and 10.
And they got it done.
The second down play, not much better than the
Gonna get
first.
the
Just a
bunch
gain
here.
of 1 there. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good last week in the win
Sticks,
over New
guys,
Orleans.
come on.
And they needed to be, because the game was a game we don't see very often anymore. Low scoring, slugging it out in the trenches.
I
One play
played
can
too
make
far
the
into
difference
that.
type of a game, and each play took on more importance.
Gotta learn when that's not
That's good
roots.
for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic.
Oh, no,
He
what?
delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
We had Lamar there.
Aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
Throwing is Jackson.
What was Lamar doing there?
Intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
The numbers for him from a week ago. And Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, Dickens. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Here is 3rd down and 4. They run the counter.
Ooh, 4th and 1 on R18. I think I have to go for this.
3rd down, gain of 4. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want
Call
to see
me
first
Dan
downs, but
Campbell.
guess what?
4th and 1 on
Just
R18, and we're
for
going
what they're
for it.
doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
A big rolling of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Partner, do we have a medic here? That can I get a cold compress for my head right now? Watching these play calls, I know that they're in the
outside.
red zone, but he's in his own red
Oh,
zone.
I really hate the
Opposite
offensive
red
line.
zone to decide to go for it. How did this happen?
Hey, risky, but it paid off. I agree. You keep calling plays like that, you're going to need a lot of antacids.
Burbank, come on, man.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens.
2nd and 17. I think we actually have to pass here.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down now, Dickens. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8.
So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point
first
in the season we
Friar
talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this.
Believe it or not, we passed the ball, guys. It's a moment in history. The Pittsburgh Steelers passed the ball.
In the first half, backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. We're scoreless after 1. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
First down.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
We have to 3 yards per rush.
As the drive continues, it's a 1st down. The Steelers at 6-0.
Burbank, I know you haven't been happy recently. This play's going to make it worth it, I promise.
Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your
Burbank, I like you again.
Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run.
They actually played that pretty well.
We'll be playing at home in the postseason, and we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Back to the air on 2nd
down. Over the middle again.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I don't know about this play.
Up the middle they go. Dickens.
Down to the left there. Got ourselves an 11-yard run.
This down inside the 35-yard line. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards. Throwing now is Lance.
Touchdown! Alex Boggs, the rookie tight end, taking number 3 overall. That has not done much for us this year.
His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game.
Drop Thompson.
Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception,
run the ball,
the touchdown, and now
that's a holding call. Take him back 10.
For a response. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I swear I've seen more holding calls
so
this year
that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
than I have in previous
Oftentimes in
two.
that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And his throw's going to be
Nice D over there.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Here's Rivers.
Third
He'll get
and
this past the 20 as he gets about 4. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna love Lamar there.
The rush gets home just as he was letting
Without
that
Derrick
go.
Henry, he's
That
not the
could have
same
been
Lamar, it
worse.
feels like.
Instead, it's 4th down.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken inside his own 40.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession.
And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it,
We've actually thrown the ball a couple times against them.
I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this.
It's some
Just think
auto-generated
about what it would
rookie
be
named like
to be up on
I
the
think it's like
road
Keaton,
and take the crowd out of it.
like
Maybe they did
Rivers or
something
something.
like
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Not good.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Dickens, you're gonna get the first down here, I know it.
Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens.
And he will have a Steelers first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's gonna be a high-low
Play
here.
action. Now it's Lance.
Shit. Oh, get the ball out. We're not
And seeing
outmaneuvering
nowhere to
him.
throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete.
In the gun.
Now it's 3rd down.
And once he escaped the pocket there, he tried to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
Trey Lance?
The pressure right.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football.
As you say that, Trey Lance just heaves the ball up for a pick.
I think that interception
I had no choice there. I had to try to make a play.
A little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Hopefully, I'm gonna have to play
About 2
Bryce Young
yards
this year, I
shy of
think.
the marker.
8-yard
no.
gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd down, Jackson.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds his man, complete.
He just did the Bo Nix thing, except I just was brain dead enough to not be able to pick it off.
Down there after getting 8 yards.
Where's that? There's the play I want.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Jackson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's how I feel about Burbank right
He's got
now.
his first catch
He's a
here
good
before
receiver. He might be
halftime. He goes
complaining
for
a
the
little
first
bit, but
down.
I mean,
Creeping up on a minute to play
he's getting me
this
results
first
when I
down.
need them, so I'll put up with it.
Throwing on first down,
But Roman Wilson was like the most useless player in my system. That was like, I had nothing to use it for.
that
And he was
play.
just complaining,
He
so I was
came in,
like, get
made
him
the
out of here.
contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson. And this throw
Punch the ball out there.
and the defender all over.
Let's hold
that
these
time,
Ravens
and
to
it's
3
gonna
here.
lead to 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Jackson will throw again. Able to find the open
gosh!
man. That's complete. And all the way
I'm trying to
down
bait
inside the
Lamar,
5 to the
but
4.
Peyton Wilson couldn't.
Now the
He couldn't move
Ravens gonna
fast
use
enough.
one of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jackson. That is caught. It's
Bro.
Bateman for a Raven touchdown.
Do I need to review with everybody what a box check is? Okay, my job on a bunch formation is to take the first player in. The safety's job back there is to take the second player in, or the deep player. The corner is supposed to take the second player out, or the deep player, or another deep player. And then the freaking, I don't know who the other position is. I think it's a linebacker or a nickel. Is supposed to take the first player out. Okay, guys. Why? That guy was supposed to have 2 people on him, and yet he was wide open. What are you guys doing?
30-yard line. The Steelers
Oh my
taking over now
gosh.
late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something
2 people
together
on
here.
him. He's wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. It's in the end zone too, so it's not like he's like getting out into open space. You just have to cover a small piece of ground right around it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a
Ravens
quick
never
throw
want to
there,
make life
and the
easy for me.
defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
But Jalen Waddle does.
Let this go deep for Waddle. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here
Nate
in the second
McMullen, let's see
quarter.
how you do
A
now.
real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 2nd down, McMullen.
Get down!
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half, let's do it. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Taken down at the 42. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 42-yard line, here's
I got that
2nd down
crash
and
out
7.
on stream. That's funny.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
57 yards rushing for him now.
Bro, that's going on YouTube Shorts right there.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the
What?
line of scrimmage.
You shut them out?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Even though Bryce Young is playing like Patrick Mahomes.
That can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Oh, okay. No, JJ McCarthy was like playing like hell of a game top to bottom. When I was playing him.
The ball comes out, but this
of course, Trey Lance fumbles there.
Out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Did I tell you which four are rushing? Nope, I can't tell you which four are rushing there.
Oh, he's got a man wide.
Burbank, you got a touchdown. I don't want to hear anything else from you now. You just got a touchdown. You just got the ball. Go enjoy it. I don't want to hear anything else from you now.
Play there. 31 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it wisely
what is he
here. This
right now?
To the 40-yard line. The Ravens offense
no, like what depth trait?
First possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here?
He's a normal dev?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
I'm at like the third quarter right now.
Them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
No, I was
to throw is Jackson.
Like a minute or two after, it's like, okay, I actually want to listen to this crash out. See if it's entertaining or not.
They need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jackson now.
I didn't hear you now. I didn't hear anything from you while I was crashing out. So.
This across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44.
I can tell you number 1 is.
On the zone read, they'll go with Ali. And he's going to get stopped up
tackle
quickly.
there.
Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that
you have to go like be a running back and go like search through teams to find David Pierce. That's what you're looking for.
Interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there, holding a point of attack and not giving ground.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together.
I would trade a running back to them, but I don't have anybody that I want to trade to them.
They run with Rivers. And
I use him.
Much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple.
I use all 3 of my running backs.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd.
McMullen gets used a little bit less, but he does get used.
Do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
Oh my gosh! And Ravens scored a touchdown there, just because somebody got burnt in man coverage.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead's down.
Oh yeah, he was in free agency for at the beginning of the season. I was thinking about signing him, but I legitimately had no reason to bring him in.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with the 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I have a fullback. He's mainly just a blocker for me, though, because I have a cover back for a goal line situation.
78 yards
goal line
rushing for him
situation.
now to this point. Now 2nd and 3.
When all of these guys develop, that's what it's going to be like for me.
Dickens, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. And they faked the handoff. Now Lance. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there.
I hit the wrong button there. Anyway, I think I realized something. I think, yeah, Alex Fox, you're supposed to be there.
Winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to
This looks
gear
like
up,
cover 3 to
try and
me.
get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Oh my gosh!
Across midfield.
Dickens didn't even get tackled there. They just called it forward momentum at some
They
point.
get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with
Just
more
get a
after
spacing call
this.
here.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Flushed out right.
What?
And he's going to lose a yard or 2.
Are you going through the depth charts right now?
Trenton Simpson.
He's injured.
In there to drop it. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down.
I don't know if they had it for our.
Certainly tried to
When I
do
looked at
everything
during
he
your
could to
game,
extend the life
it said
of
he
the
was
play,
injured. He said he'd be back for
counting in
my
his
game,
head.
but
1,
I don't remember seeing
2,
him.
And then he ran out of time. Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the 1st down keeper.
That's weird.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker?
Wait,
though?
check
His
their
job on
fullbacks.
this
Make sure
play,
he's not like a starting
shadow the
fullback or
quarterback
something
and
stupid
hold
like
him to a
that.
short gain. Did it to perfection.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Huh.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes
Sacked.
down.
Lamar
Just
Jackson
inside
there.
the 10, back at the 9. T.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at the 43.
I have no purpose to bring him in. What do you mean he's elusive?
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first.
You could just
and
use him
10
as a power
at
bat.
the 41-yard line.
Wait, honestly,
Now
low-key, he's
handoff
more of
up
like
the
a
middle.
receiving back
Dickens.
anyway.
And some nifty
Perfect for
running
me, but
moves. He'll take this across midfield.
I used Alvin
And down
Kamara
to
like one time and I
47.
loved him, but I haven't had a chance to use him since. And this is still another point where I really don't have another chance to use him.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. On second down now, Dickens. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and he's able to.
Okay, we got the first there. Okay, that was terrifying.
36. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Rowe, and he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his.
Taking it right down Broadway.
Sheldon Dickens just got
touchdown,
Steelers. What was it? 27-yard
right
touchdown,
with his
rushing
fourth
touchdown.
rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
That's gonna.
Extra point put through by Boswell.
For
And
who?
his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Oh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. This is 1st and 10. Jackson to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Throwing, Jackson. Gets this to Moore. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. All 3 timeouts remain.
Oh.
They've got to score quick.
I was not paying attention, but oh my gosh, Lamar just did the same thing again. Passed up Joey Porter Jr.
Obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game.
You're
He
down
has
2
to take a
scores
chance
anyway.
here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now a handoff up the middle. Dickens. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They'll keep it on the ground.
Did that first, and that's game against Baltimore. We just had 2 very close matchups in a row.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. They'll go ahead and take the knee here.
7-0, baby.
The unbeaten season will continue. So this one in the win column for the the Pittsburgh Steelers, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter...
Yeah, Nate McMullen, two attempts for 4 yards today. He does get used. Not a lot, but he does get used.
The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through.
He's the tallest running back I have, too.
Big-time performance down the stretch.
The tallest and the widest.
Their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7.
My backup, my quarterback is 77 overall. I think I don't even start my highest overall return man. I just go with the fastest guy. Let's see. He's 87 overall, but I have a 92 also. Let me clarify. I go with the fastest player that's not Jalen Waddle. I can't tell you how bad I hate the Cowboys. I don't even want to play him next week. That's how bad I hate him. Oh, I just played him in the Super Bowl too. I play him every season. They have me taking a quarterback at number 6. They have me taking 2 quarterbacks in the mock draft. There's going down, but I was doing it with you. All the trouble that we made. Did I hate you with a smile on my face? Look at what we became. I want you to focus on scouting outside linebackers. $42 million in cap space. We can spend a little bit on Beanie Bishop. There we go. We got the deal done with Beanie Bishop. Isaiah Simmons. That's a good question. Yeah. Alex Fox, you need to be my third string receiver. Okay, how many passing yards? I'm sorry, how many receiving yards is Jalen Waddle going to get in this game? Yeah. Yeah, how many receiving yards is Jalen Waddle going to get against? How many receiving yards is Jalen Waddle going to get against the Cowboys this week?
Tonight.
It doesn't really matter. I don't know. The 2 times that he's played the Cowboys, he's absolutely destroyed them.
Lurching closer
By
toward
himself.
the midway point of this
200?
NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be
I think who's their quarterback? This isn't Dak Prescott. Dak's the backup now. Some guy named Brent Collins. Yeah. I don't know how he plays. That actually kind of terrifies me.
Collins, able to hit his target.
He already just threw a dime.
He takes us beyond the 35 before going out.
He has
of
83 speed.
12
He's
yards
similar to
on the
Dak
gain. A
Prescott,
great
to be
start
honest.
For this offense. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 64 yards.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL.
Makes life a lot
against
easier,
the
to be
pass,
honest.
The latest incarnation.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, at least we only have to play
What
the Saints like
situation, the O-line just
once
hates
every
that
4
because they feel
years.
like they didn't protect little
2 years if we're
brother back
unlucky.
there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about
Or
guys that
unless
didn't playing football,
this is the third season of our
starting in
franchise that I'm
NBA
playing the
football,
Cowboys for the
it's
third
really a
time,
difficult task.
3 years in a
This
row.
defense for the Steelers,
So unless you get like
they were
super
very
unlucky,
solid last
you
week
could
in
be
the
3
victory
years in a
over
row.
Baltimore.
But
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last
Okay.
week because the feeling
Remember,
was
box
that it was
check.
a good, solid performance. They did with
And he's going to have to eat this one. as
Keanu
Johnny
Benton with the
goes.
sack.
Keanu Benton drops him for a 4-yard loss.
I don't know how he
there.
didn't see his
Brings
check
up
down
4th
underneath that I was
down.
crashing on.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
Okay, I know how this goes already. We're gonna come out at Trey open here, and they're not pressing.
On 1st down, Lance. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15.
They're still not
and a
pressing.
first down.
We might have.
Working from the gun, Lance. Escaping the pressure.
Get open!
right.
Ah!
On this one,
Couldn't get Burbank
incomplete.
moving
The
up in
pressure
time.
got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that
Still not
enters play
pressing.
way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
and when people talk about facing a challenge,
That's picked
He
off.
tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way
They have
down
Denzel
near the
Ward now,
40-yard
but he's playing on
line.
the opposite side of.
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a 1st down carry, and the ball
Fumble.
is out. Jones got hit and lost it, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Actually,
Back-to-back weeks, and of course you remember last week's game, such a close affair. That
there we go.
Hurt him in a big way. And
Jalen
it's
Waddle's
so
about to get
key
59-yard
take care of the
touchdown
ball
here.
because remember, the team making
making the fewest mistakes usually wins the game. So you got to take care of the ball.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10.
Call me Babe Ruth. I'm calling my shot there.
Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chair is so annoying.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one fielded in the end zone. It will be returned, so it'll come out to the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Huh. He threw like 2 against me. Yeah, I sucked about interception. I didn't know touchdowns exactly.
Throwing to start the drive. Collins. He finds his man. Complete. It's Ferguson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line.
So if it's
auto
generated, it's going to choose from like a list of names that the announcers already know.
Weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The rookie from Washington put it right where he needs to. He's got his guys a first down. They go back to the ground with Jones. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
My player's not just giving up dumb plays, like a wide open pass in the end zone. I'd say that was probably the hardest thing.
Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Their offense, the Ravens' offense isn't that great, and their defense isn't. Their defense is always tough against team. There wasn't like anything like spectacular.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So, 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch.
The pass defense is the one that
got 3 now. They hope that unlocks
always kills me. They have some like specific plays and stuff that.
And they'll start this.
I don't know if Harbaugh's still the coach of the Ravens in this though.
So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The numbers for him from a week ago. Charles, how do you think he ran the football?
I thought he definitely had his moments. I did think that they could have utilized him a little bit better, and I'm definitely going to keep an eye on him. to see how they're going to use him this week.
On second down, Dickens. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
I think I stepped down earlier, but whatever. I'll take it.
It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Give every member of that unit a ton of credit for ripping off such a big gain there, because you don't get free for that many yards on a counter or misdirection without everybody selling the heck out of it.
They'll get this down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting
touchdown
third,
here.
about 4 to go. Here's Lance to throw it.
You know it.
He's going to let this
Oh,
go.
he might have
Back of the
overthrown
end
it.
zone, toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB.
You only live once.
A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
He'll take a shot for the
That's
end
picked
zone.
off.
And caught in the
Waddle's the
end
go.
zone.
Waddle's the go. Repeat. Waddle is the go.
Jalen Waddle.
In double coverage, he still came down with that.
And 5th on the year. And the Steelers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now here come the Cowboys. It's very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. Looking to throw. Collins. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They made a nice
Nickel,
effort to stick him with
cover
a loss
6,
for that play,
pop,
but it's going to take more than
pop.
that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Now a loose
Fumble.
football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He may go.
Peyton Wilson with a 32-yard fumble recovery touchdown.
A fumble recovery for a Steelers score.
For anybody that had any worries that Patrick Quinn could not be replaced.
And it's 21-3. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ugh.
Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And the Steelers
Come on. I love this rookie getting sacks like that, especially since he's a frickin' nose tackle.
The big sack to bring up third down.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. And now look at this.
Fumble.
Big gain, but a
a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's going to have the
Oh
first
my
down
gosh,
and
Beanie
then
Bishop
some.
Jr.
That was loose
just got a
down the
contract
left
extension,
sideline.
and he just got a
Takes
fumble
it
recovery
straight to the
touchdown.
house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Boswell
This
for the
guy
extra point.
wasn't even supposed to be on the roster, really. I was thinking about cutting him after year one. By going into year one, I wasn't expecting to come back for a second year. But then I need him at free safety, and then all of a sudden he ended up being nickel back for me.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble.
That's
return
back-to-back
for a
defensive
score.
touchdowns. They're down 28-3 now.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Collins now on first down.
Oh, I thought Samuel almost got the pick
And he
there.
works it across the 25 before being tackled. 15 yards is the pick up there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Back to throw. Collins. And he can't find
T.J. Watt, another sack.
And he goes down. T.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. Collins. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Oh,
Now the Cowboys
you said
burn
Greg
the
the leg,
first of their
okay.
timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before
Oh, the peg leg,
halftime.
okay.
Pass
I heard
protection
peg
has
leg
been
and I
a
was like, what are you
problem all
talking
night
about?
long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Collins. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go
Herbig,
so
I'm going to
many
use you
times in
here.
the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Outright, he finds Tolbert.
Timeout.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit.
Brandon
now to
Aubrey's
try
not
an
making this.
exceptionally long one. And
I
his
stand
kick
corrected.
is
Holy
absolutely
crap.
Perfect. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. But for almost 8 years, 64
That was a
stood as the
65-yarder.
NFL record
I didn't
for
think
the
he was
longest
making
field
that.
goal. That has since been eclipsed. It's now 66, but still 64-yarder. Pretty impressive, CD.
Absolutely agree with that because if you drill a 60-yarder in an NFL game,
This is the Cowboys, 74 yards in 44 seconds. I bet I could get him one playing with Waddle in the right
excellent
situation.
job there, putting that one through the pipes.
Like this one. I want you on a seam just in case it's 2-man. But I think it's going to be cover 1.
Lance now on first down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. It's caught inside the
74-yard
And
receiving touchdown
into
for
the
Jalen
end
Waddle.
zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
How much is he at now? He's at 183 yards at almost halftime.
Jalen Waddle on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Steelers continue to pull away here in this first half. Boswell good with the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at
We're up
35-6. The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing is Collins to throw on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football. We just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Reset the play.
Collins from the gun on third down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Blake Gillikin on to punt now.
Cowboys, I think you guys might have left me a little bit too much time to score. Oh, I actually could have blocked that punt if I was going to do that right. 11 seconds, 80 yards, Jalen Waddle.
It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
You guys are so lame.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
Got to bounce.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going
We have one more shot here.
Partner, the good ones have a clock running in their head, okay? Because it says something like this.
There we go.
Many seconds to find a target. After
I
that,
need you to block
I have to
this in
tuck it and
case.
try and get some yardage on this first down snap. He doesn't just get some yards, though. He gets a big gain, and he'll come right back with another.
Contested.
Well, Jalen Waddle's over 200 yards. He didn't get the touchdown there, but
Down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver.
they're blitzing.
This offense.
You know what this means?
I wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would have
So now look at this. Big
You're
gain
kidding
for the
me.
fumble. They find some open field here. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
He was down. He was down. Come on, guys. Let's use common sense. Jalen Waddle was down there. He didn't fumble.
Period in practice. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a set.
Holy crap, that actually worked. Seriously, this Cowboys game isn't even fun because Jalen Waddle just...
was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first and
Jalen
10,
Waddle's just the
here's
Cowboys
Lance.
beater.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is
If Trey Lance can actually make a throw.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now a nice throw
Bop.
here, right side. He hauls it in. And in for the Steelers.
I think he's at over
touchdown.
300 yards now.
Jalen Waddle, 52 yards. And the Steelers have taken a 5-touchdown lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now a fake on the jet sweep and a give to Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find
Bunch.
some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor
Okay, guys, remember box check.
Here's Collins.
Okay, this is my guy.
Throw on second down. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take
Peyton Wilson has 3 fumble
possession
recoveries in this game.
at the 36-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage.
That I swear to you, that Nichols blitzing. I really don't care though.
Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Sheldon Dickens got to have a horrible game
Osa
because
Odighizuwa on the
different
tackle.
model.
2nd and 5. They run the counter. Dickens, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Get to the second level there. Get
They'll
that
keep it
block.
on the ground. Dickens, and he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure. Because
Okay, where's the holding call? Sheldon Dickens just broke out for a big run. There's no call. There's no call.
Running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. They run the counter. Dickens down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Now Lance on
Got
the
him.
bootleg.
Touchdown,
Flip
Carlos
that
Rowe.
out to the flat. It's complete. Touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Steelers have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing
I can't tell you how many times that's happened to Sheldon Dickens.
They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever
Honestly,
been
the biggest ups to my running backs
taking
are
care of
my
the
offensive
football
linemen.
and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
TJ Watt here.
An inside give to Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean,
I
the
think I might have
deficit
just clicked
right now
myself
for this
here. Whoops.
offense is so
My
big
bad.
that it might not matter. But you're still in the 3rd quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
Now Collins on 1st and 10.
Sacked by
Back to the line of scrimmage as
my
he's gonna
rookie
be
D
taken
tackle,
down.
my rookie nose tackle. I'll
He
call him a
couldn't
nose
get rid of
tackle.
it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Do it, I dare. That's intentional grounding, come on!
Incomplete.
That was nowhere near anybody.
A little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down.
We're the 26th ranked offense this season, and today we have 500 offensive yards.
Be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
No, that was just a stat that popped up in the 4th.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 81 yards on the ground for him now as he has got
Trying to get Sheldon Dickens to his
so
100
not quite a first down
yards.
just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Are the Ravens giving you problems? Are you losing?
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rowe. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle they go. Dickens. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They run the counter. Dickens on a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I did not want to give the Ravens a chance, and that's it in that game. If I had any chance to put it away, I was doing it.
Now a handoff up the
They were just torturing me for whatever reason.
And that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And the running game wasn't even a problem. It's all in the pass game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So
I don't think Lamar really ran against me. No, he had one play.
This one away.
And I had him in the backfield. He somehow got away from it.
On 2nd down now, Dickens. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Lamar threw an interception.
Runs on this drive so far.
That's how my game ended. He just tossed up a random interception and I won.
Up the middle they go. Dickens.
I had the game pretty much iced at that point, but
down 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On 2nd down.
Touchdown, Carlos Rowe.
Again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Another touchdown.
This guy is not going to get a bunch of yards, but he's going to get a bunch of touchdowns for me. He's basically my David Montgomery.
Into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The biggest strength I have against the Cowboys is I always force them to wear their blue unis.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
Can we get like one more turnover or something?
We
So I can
certainly
just,
had a
like,
sense coming in here that
run this
these
game
guys
out.
were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Throwing the out. And it's a fumble.
Yep, that's how you do it. Peyton Wilson with his 4th fumble recovery of the day.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the
Ask and
defense
you
for a
shall
good
receive.
job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate
That's
the
game.
contact coming.
27
They
rushing
try
yards
to
for
cover the
Carlos
football,
Rowe.
and they still find ways to knock it free.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense.
Jalen Waddle finished
who
with
was truly
323
playing at
receiving
an
yards.
elite level in this contest.
A weak game against the
This game
Cowboys
was
for
over
him.
a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for pitch,
Come on, let's get a breakout DT. It's weird that my game finished before yours. I think it was by 10 points. Yeah, it's 24. It's 24-14. In our last matchup, like, we each scored like half of our points in the second quarter. Maybe down the road I'll have to trade you some more Steelers, guys. Yep. Tandem breakout. Tandem breakout. It's the freaking Burbank wanting to pop off. That. Oh! Oh my gosh. How many more years do you have left on your contract? If you're going to play like only 8 weeks a season, there's no point of having you on this team. You're great these 8 weeks that you play, but it's only 8 weeks. I need somebody that can play 17 weeks a season. TJ Watt's injured. Good news for you, you're going to stop him because he has some back spasms. How many games? I need to know how many games did he play last year? I have 2 more years on your contract, and your contract's so like huge that I can't even get rid of you. Not this season, but it's coming up. And down. Well, tell me, is she prettier than she was on the internet? Are your conversations cool? Like, are you even interested? I know what you are, brighter than the stars. Tell me if she takes you far, far enough away from all the baggage you've been carrying. Up another hill to all the girls who help you bury it. They're just blowing smoke. I'll say what they won't. I know everything they don't. I only have 2 upgrades to do. I still wasn't even ready yet. You look stupid going out. If she's got a pulse, she meets your standards now. You feel nothing and you still let her. There, but you're at her place right now. I can get you a couple-year contract. Do you want to do it for 2 years, 8 million? That's tough. You're honestly kind of low. Yeah, I don't know. I got most of the big contracts out of the way, so James Pierre, I don't know if you're actually going to come back. Up another hill to all the girls who help you bury it. They're just blowing smoke. I'll say what they won't. I know everything they don't. You have the 32 ranked offense in the league. Yeah. You have the number 3 defense in takeaways. Yeah. Oh no, I knew I had one. I'm number 1 in sacks. You're number 29 in sacks. We're number 1 and 2 on touchdowns allowed. We're the number 1 and 2 defenses, and then we're the 24 and 32 offenses. Gonna go through my depth chart real quick. Okay, I'm all set. Asante Samuel and Joey Porter are both number 1 and 2 in interceptions in the league. TJ Watt is the sack leader in the league, but you don't have to worry about that. Chill. John Jackson and Nick Herbig. Nick Herbig, yeah. What uniforms are you wearing? Okay. So you're wearing your home unis? Okay, that's what I thought.
Now from the home of the Dog Pound, EA Sports welcomes you to Huntington Bank Field here in
Why do you like to have the ball?
downtown
Why do you want
Cleveland,
me to have the ball first? I don't think there's a single team I would want to get the ball first against.
What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9? From a couple yards deep, he'll bring
So I guess
it out
that could be
of the end
why,
zone.
because
And
you want to
this
force me out of my
return to
comfort
a
zone.
quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They start the drive with Cook. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Oh, come on, Livingston!
Down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's Fields. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there.
To be honest, I don't really know how much Jalen Reynolds did there.
Week, they're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion.
That was really close. I was hoping that he was going to give it to me.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked.
Thank you, Darnell.
So that time they get the tight end.
Thank you for the favor.
Normally, he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And good field position coming up here.
Because the officials automatically review turnovers and stuff. Scoring plays and turnovers.
I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame.
That replay just said the ball popped out.
The right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. To throw, it's Lance. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost him.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that.
Bro, the Ravens play the Eagles this week. They're getting killed.
Moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. You look at the Steeler defense. They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. And this won't be enough. Stopped a yard short after a gain of 3. 4th down.
Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop them. That's just great theater.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Right back to Juszczyk again.
Oh, you got first.
A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on 4th down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Browns sitting at 5-2 on the year. They come in on a good run, winners of 5 of their last 7.
And they were able to tough it out last week, a close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down
Love
on
yes,
him
not
there.
the
He could
Samuel.
not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They run again.
What?
Down, Cook. And he's going to take
Got
this
him in the
ahead for
backfield
right
and he
around 3
couldn't
yards,
tackle
but no
him.
more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Okay, after those first 2 drives, I think there's a head coach who's going to be calling for CSI. They're going to want some forensics on this. What is going
Just
on
kick
with
the
this ball
ball.
club?
I was wondering why the ball moved there.
And take care of it.
They have 2 straight
I think
fumbles
John
for them to
Jackson
start
forced
out.
that fumble.
You would think that this team
I think that's what I saw on the
would be
replay.
ready to go. Sometimes just mentally not prepared, and it shows up in these types of plays.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground.
No, I think that's the other side. I think that was
They'll
Herbig.
take this one down to the 36. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Lance. And he'll be out of bounds.
Oh my gosh.
Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4.
You gave me a heart attack, I'm going to be honest. I don't know how I avoided that.
A little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try.
The reason it took me so long is because it didn't want me to do a field goal. It wanted me to go for it. I just want to take my points here.
So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
On 1st down, Dickens.
Really, guys?
They will eventually get him down.
Seriously, anytime that... Burbank, I know that you're jealous that you aren't getting touches now. But come on, we're going to be winning another Super Bowl. Don't hold.
They run the counter.
There's no way that was mid-blitz. There is no way.
He's going to be stopped in his tracks
Okay.
at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance
Cover
do you
3
think that
cloud.
they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good.
I knew you were going to audible after I said that out loud.
Then they have that one bad week. It takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%. And I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Give them 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards.
That ball's covered 1.
Pick up the first.
Burbank for a touchdown.
Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers add 6 to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception. Fields hit and the ball is loose. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Brandon, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate one. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
All because of those turnovers. You've turned over every drive so far. I'm pretty sure 3 of them have been Fields fumbles.
With the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On first down, Fields. He's going to launch it for Washington. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Who is Logan Lee?
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Lance looking to throw it.
Okay.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Ronnie Hickman with a pick. And the Browns are going to have it here just past the 25. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't find
Sacks
the play.
a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Fields. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
On play action, Fields. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Devontae Smith,
78 yards.
and the Browns are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fields trying to throw for it.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Probably it's either cover 3 or cover 2 invert.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now he'll let this one go deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh my gosh, I didn't see Waddle.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Throwing his Lance on third down. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll be touched.
That's just what I say.
Before he does pick up the first. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 53 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
So this is the best quarters. Could be cover 1. So I'm going to guess.
Down
3.
Lance. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I think we're at halftime. Oh, no.
Unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still
Audible
have
to
the
cover
lead
2.
as they begin this third
Glad he
quarter.
took safety out of the
And
box.
they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did.
I don't know who this guy is. Well, while you do that, I'm going to go see who Logan Lee is just for the fun of it. He's not even starting. Oh, rush D tackle. If you go to your RDT, he's the 2nd best RDT on your roster. I don't know why Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah is a rush right end. Is he a starting right end for you? Why do you have somebody on your roster named Diabetes? Oh, it's about it.
To get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that.
Oh my gosh. I didn't have enough time.
There, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down, Dickens. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing now is Lance. Flush to his right.
Protect.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
Oh, yeah, that was absolutely wrong
What kind
coverage.
of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They cannot afford to give up more points.
You get to see my left-footed punter for the first time.
To force the punting situation here.
And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Again, it's Cook. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But
and now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside.
To be honest, I have no idea.
That one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2nd and 9. Cook up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
And it looks similar to yours for the most part.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll only get this to about the 44.
Honestly, there's some plays where I actually tip off more than you do, too.
Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Running for it, here's Cook. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. And between the last 2 plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field. They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers will add on to their
Your team or my
lead in
team?
the final minute of the 3rd.
I honestly don't know who 66 is.
By Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Down road, lay on the horn to prove that it haunts me.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man.
Love some cover 0 here.
Zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers.
Run the ball anyway.
He played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
The linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Likely cover 1 or cover 3. Looks like cover 1 after the snap.
Dickens, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup.
I'd rather not.
We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on
Cover 3
EA
press.
Sports. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
23.
Off the bootleg. Lance, he'll buy some time right.
You're actually one of the few teams that runs cover 3 against me.
13 and picks up the 1st.
On 3rd down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a 1st down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Cover 0.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Rowe. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football.
But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No
Oh, he'll
doubt
do
about
that.
it, because staying on schedule,
That looked
trying
a
to get
bit
4
dramatic
downs
for
on first
just a
down,
strain.
They did that +3.
The Steelers on third
United
down.
situations like a goal
They've
line
hit it
defense.
50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now they air it out to start the drive, and it's complete.
That's his third completion of the game?
Before going out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the fourth is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
It's caught inside the 25.
I should have just tried to bat that.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back plays of right around 30
Oh, he threw that out of
yards, and
sack,
the
too.
field
That's kind of
position
impressive.
has totally been flipped. Fields on first down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air again, Fields. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Nick Herbig, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41.
Why do you say that? Wait, on that play, somebody got hurt?
Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture.
Honestly, I wasn't even expecting the pick there. I was just, I was trying to, like, break up the pass, and all of a sudden, I came down with the interception.
Until it's over.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. On 2nd down, Dickens. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line.
Come on, preseason squad.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth
That's
quarter.
valid.
What has been a one-sided affair. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Have to get Burbank his motion.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Remind me, didn't you score first this game?
Ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
2nd and 10. Here's Fields. He's going to let it fly. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
You hate what?
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball hawking
He's a strong
safety.
Well, he says free safety playing strong safety.
That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. Down to a knee goes Lance, and that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter.
Holy crap,
Do
our
you think
quarterback
they thought
sucked.
at all that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly
Well, my
worked.
quarterback didn't get as many turnovers as you, but holy crap,
Whether it was
33%
adjustment, whether it was
completion
just
percentage is
more
not
focus on what they
good.
planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great
Roman
way to
Wilson's the
close
only
it
one
out.
with multiple receptions today.
So for the Steelers, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week, where they take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Cleveland,
Thompson
they'll
at
fall
3,
to
Livingston at
5-3
1,
with a
Wilson
loss.
at 1.
And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home.
All of our safeties got
next week.
interceptions today. Yeah. Getting back into the school week now. Sheldon Dickens is now an 88 overall. But he has an X factor. That's the main difference. I only had one breakout challenge with him. What team is he even on now? John Jackson, I think he did more than enough there. You don't need to be having like a spectacular game when the rest of the defense is having like historical games. We're in the same division. The AFC Championship is kind of hard to get. Yeah, I think divisional round. I mean, there's a chance the AFC Championship. I think we're going to be seeing each other in the playoffs for sure this year. I'm good to Sam, right? I just got to break out linebacker. Nick Herbig! If he gets one sack, he's going to be a star dev. Yeah, the game I was without my offensive line, I could tell a major difference. And your whole, like, from 2000, it sounds like your whole offensive line was just not there. Let's see. 2 years, 10 mil. Welcome back, Isaiah Simmons. I have no fear. It's the NFL. I hate this game. Herbig gets his breakout challenge, and then he breaks his finger in practice. Yeah, he's back. What? I was worried when TJ Watt went down, but I apparently had nothing to worry about. Herbig had it all under control against that O-line. I'll celebrate it. I don't have to play him in the playoffs. Okay. Where's Sheldon Nickens at? Then I don't have any top 10 players. The game's unrealistic. Is he in the MVP race? Okay. I thought you were about to say he's like a front, like one of the front runners. Burrow. Probably because he just won it, to be honest. He's gonna get another 2,000-yard season. We're 9 games into the season. He's at 1,300 yards. He's gonna get 2,000 for sure. I have Carlos Rowe at 4. Harry Hayden, let's go. Yeah, I don't think either of us have like really good quarterbacks this year. I also have Carlos Rowe at 10 there. Really? I have 3 people here? 4? Honestly, this is the worst offensive line I have had, and I think like Ordwise is like the best. All right, hey, have a good night. We'll see if I have time because I'm gonna go to bed and then I work at 12:30. Okay. Good night.